Have you ever wondered why some elderly people seem to age gracefully, full of energy and happiness, while others struggle with their health, finances, and relationships? What's their secret to maintaining independence and peace of mind as they grow older? In this video, we're diving deep into the keys to thriving in your golden years. Tips that will not only help you improve your health, but also sharpen your mind, maintain strong relationships with your children, and even stay financially independent. You'll discover how a positive attitude and simple daily habits can enhance your physical and emotional well-being, allowing you to live joyfully without relying on others. But that's not all. This video will also reveal how to avoid common traps like scams and financial pitfalls that can compromise your security. We'll explore the power of good communication with your children, the importance of maintaining hobbies and an active lifestyle, and why a clear mind and open heart are essential for living a fulfilling life as you age. So, stay tuned until the end to learn how to create a peaceful, independent, and joyful life for yourself and your loved ones. These insights are more than just advice. They're the foundation for a meaningful and happy life, no matter your age. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Good health and self-care. As we journey through the later stages of life, there's no doubt that our health becomes one of our most treasured assets. It's astonishing to witness elderly individuals who, despite their years, manage to live independently and gracefully, caring for themselves without leaning on their children for support. Have you ever stopped to wonder how they do it? The secret isn't hidden in expensive health regimes or lavish vacations, but in simple, yet powerful, daily habits. They understand that true health comes not from external luxuries, but from nurturing their body and mind with the love and respect they deserve. When your health is in balance, not only does it provide you with physical comfort, but it also offers peace of mind to your loved ones. Think about it. When you're able to cook your meals, run your errands, and even lend a hand around the house, you're not just staying active, you're also enriching your life in ways that words can hardly capture. That sense of purpose, the joy of being able to contribute to the family, brings an incredible amount of meaning and satisfaction to your days. And let's be honest, nothing feels more empowering than knowing you can still do the things you love without burdening those around you. But here's the truth. Maintaining good health doesn't require extravagant meals or expensive treatments. The most important factor in keeping yourself healthy isn't about indulging in fancy foods. It's about cultivating a cheerful, optimistic outlook. When you stay positive and embrace life with joy, your body responds in ways that a fancy diet simply cannot replicate. A good mood doesn't just lift your spirits, it strengthens your body, improves your immune system, and helps you feel more vibrant. Of course, physical health can be a challenge as we grow older. Our bodies change, and sometimes it feels like every movement is a little more difficult than it used to be. But don't be discouraged. Caring for yourself doesn't have to mean intense workouts or marathon sessions at the gym. Simple, gentle exercises like walking or stretching, paired with a mindset of gratitude and positivity, can work wonders for your health. The key is consistency. By taking small, loving steps each day to care for your body and mind, you'll notice that your health improves in ways you might not have expected. Remember, living a happy life isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about embracing joy in the everyday moments, no matter how small. By reducing worries, letting go of stress, and fostering a positive attitude, you're giving yourself the best medicine of all, one that nourishes both your body and your soul. Good health doesn't just allow you to live independently. It brings tranquility and joy to your entire family. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. So, take a moment each day to nurture your body, honor your spirit, and appreciate the gift of life. Live with intention, and make each day an opportunity to grow stronger, happier, and healthier. The simple act of caring for yourself, not just for your health, but for your heart and mind, will ensure that you continue to live a fulfilling and joyful life, never becoming a burden, but always a source of love and light for those around you. 2. Clear mind and vigilance. As we age, one of the most crucial things we must safeguard is our mind. It's easy to overlook how vital mental clarity and vigilance are as we grow older, but the truth is that staying sharp and alert becomes more important than ever. In fact, countless stories have emerged over the years of elderly individuals falling victim to scams, whether it's through financial fraud or being misled by unreliable health products. The shocking reality is that these manipulative schemes are not only sophisticated but also prey on the fact that, with age, our minds may not be as sharp as they once were. It's a painful truth, but one we must confront if we are to protect ourselves. In today's world, vigilance is not just a recommendation, it's a necessity. Every day, countless companies and individuals exploit the trust and goodwill of elderly people. They lure them into situations with the promise of free consultations, health checkups, or even gift events. But let me tell you, these seemingly kind gestures often mask a more sinister intent: to gather personal information and sell unnecessary, overpriced products. The saddest part is that these manipulative events may look harmless, even welcoming, but they are often nothing more than traps designed to exploit your vulnerability. The truth is harsh, but these individuals do not have your best interests at heart. Once you reach your 70s or beyond, it's tempting to sometimes pretend to be a little confused to avoid uncomfortable situations. But here's the thing: you should never truly let yourself be deceived. You don't need to act confused or helpless to protect yourself. What you need is clarity and caution. Be mindful of everything around you. If an invitation sounds too good to be true, whether it's a gift, an unsolicited health checkup, or an event you've never heard of, be suspicious. There is no such thing as a free meal, especially when it comes to your hard-earned money and your health. Your vigilance is not just about safeguarding your finances. It's about preserving peace for your entire family. Think about the stress that unnecessary expenses could place on you and your loved ones. It's a burden no one should have to bear, especially when it can be easily avoided. By staying alert, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting your family's well-being. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Avoid participating in consultations from unclear or untrustworthy sources. Steer clear of free health checks from companies you don't recognize. And always double-check the credibility of any travel offers that aren't organized by reputable organizations. And while it's okay to sometimes feign ignorance to get out of a situation, don't allow yourself to become truly confused. Above all, stay vigilant. Protecting your health and your assets is not just about being careful at the moment. It's about ensuring that your peace of mind is not disrupted by preventable stress. By maintaining clarity and alertness, you're not just keeping yourself safe, but you're offering your loved ones the priceless gift of peace of mind, knowing that you are in control. 3. Financial independence. As we enter our later years, there is one thing that holds significant weight in ensuring that we can live life with dignity, peace, and the respect we deserve: financial independence. The ability to care for yourself without depending on your children is not only a source of personal comfort, but it also helps preserve harmony within the family. It allows you to continue living on your own terms, free from the worry of becoming a burden to those you love. It's often said, not having money to spend isn't the problem. Living without money is. This saying resonates deeply with me because, in today's world, finances are tied to our sense of security and well-being. Although children bear the responsibility of supporting their aging parents, year after year of financial dependence can slowly create an invisible strain. Especially when the children themselves face their financial struggles, the pressure can grow, causing unnecessary tension in the family. This is why achieving financial independence in old age is such a blessing. Having a pension or sufficient savings gives you the freedom to maintain your autonomy and avoid placing a financial burden on your children. It's not just about having a safety net, but about the wisdom to manage your resources effectively. There's a profound sense of peace that comes with knowing you can stand on your own feet, live in your own space, and avoid the uncomfortable feeling of having to rely on others. The peace that comes from self-sufficiency is priceless. Living independently means you can make your own choices about how to spend your time and money. You can choose how to live your life without feeling like you need to justify your decisions to anyone. Financial independence is not just a matter of having money. It's about managing it with care and foresight. It allows you to avoid the unnecessary conflicts that often arise when you're financially dependent on others. I believe it's essential to preserve that freedom in the later years of life. When you don't have to worry about where the next dollar will come from, you can focus on enjoying life, embracing the small moments, and strengthening the bonds with your family. There's no greater relief than knowing that you can handle your financial matters, leaving you free from the stress that often comes with dependence. In my opinion, financial independence is one of the greatest gifts you can give not only to yourself but also to your family. It's a powerful way to maintain respect, harmony, and emotional well-being in your relationships. By taking control of your finances, you ensure that you have the freedom to live your golden years with dignity, without burdening your children or causing unnecessary strain on your loved ones. And when the unexpected happens, because life is unpredictable, you will be able to handle it with confidence, knowing you have the means to take care of yourself without adding stress to anyone else. In the end, financial independence allows you to experience your later years as they should be, rich in experiences, free from worry, and filled with love and respect. It's not just about money, it's about what you do with it. When managed wisely, it ensures that your golden years are truly golden. 4. Good communication and avoiding conflicts with children. As we age, one of the most emotionally challenging aspects is preserving strong, meaningful connections with our children. Have you ever paused and wondered why some elderly people seem to have an unbreakable bond with their children, while others endure conflict, isolation, or a growing distance in their family relationships? The answer lies in the profound art of communication and the willingness to embrace change in a world that continues to evolve around us. Aging brings with it a tendency to reminisce, often sharing stories of old days and long-ago events. While these memories may be treasured by those who lived them, they can inadvertently create a sense of detachment between generations. Our children, growing up in a fast-paced, ever-changing world, may not always relate to the narratives we cling to, and that can make them feel uncomfortable or disconnected. It's heartbreaking to witness the emotional gap that stubbornness, rigidity, and a refusal to let go of the past can create, turning family bonds into strained relationships. Instead of stubbornly holding on to bygone days, older generations must adapt their approach to communication, stepping into their children's shoes and trying to understand the world through their eyes. Communication is not just about talking. It's about listening deeply, offering empathy, and speaking from a place of warmth and understanding. Rather than offering unsolicited advice or pointing out mistakes, it's important to create a safe space where your children feel heard and supported. Be the parent or grandparent who is always there with an open heart and open ears, ready to listen, ready to comfort, and ready to offer guidance when needed. When you master this skill of compassionate communication, it's not just your family that benefits, it's you too. You'll feel a deep sense of connection and importance in your children's lives. As the wise saying goes, a person's true value is not measured by age, but by the love, support, and understanding they bring to others. When you learn to offer emotional stability to your children, not just as a listener, but as someone who genuinely understands and empathizes, you'll find yourself receiving the respect and affection you deserve. It's this mutual respect that fosters a warm, loving, and nurturing environment where both you and your children feel valued and cherished. This kind of communication creates a bond that transcends time, ensuring that your place in your children's hearts is not only secure but deeply cherished. Good communication isn't simply about speaking your mind. It's about listening with patience, understanding, and an open heart. It's about adapting to the changing landscape of your children's lives and learning to meet them where they are, rather than expecting them to return to where you once were. In the end, a loving, harmonious relationship is built on understanding, not on judgment or the constant weight of the past. By embracing this kind of emotional wisdom and connection, You'll not only maintain a close, loving relationship with your children, but will also create a joyful, fulfilling family environment. It's this kind of legacy that you can leave behind. A legacy that is rich in understanding, love, and the warmth of family. And in return, you will find that your children will continue to look to you for guidance, affection, and support, no matter how much time passes. 5. Married couples staying together from the beginning. In life, there is truly nothing more precious than growing old alongside a life partner who has been with you from the very beginning. Think about it. Imagine the comfort, the security, and the depth of connection that comes from having someone who has shared every step of your journey. It's a connection that only strengthens with time, and it's one that I believe brings immense value to your life. Have you ever stopped to wonder why long-term marriages are so much more valuable than those that come later in life? It's not just about familiarity or comfort. It's the depth of the bond that forms over decades of shared experiences, both the highs and the lows. Living with a partner who has been by your side through thick and thin isn't simply about companionship. It's about truly being understood. When you've been together for so long, this person knows your habits, your quirks, your fears, and your joys better than anyone else. They've witnessed the full spectrum of your life, from the awkwardness of youth to the wisdom of your later years. Together, you've weathered the storms, conquered the hardships, and celebrated the small victories that make life beautiful. All of these moments, both the struggles and the triumphs, forge a connection that is not just emotional, but spiritual, a bond that cannot be replicated. This kind of connection brings unshakable peace and stability to your everyday life, something that many people long for but few truly experience. Now, when we look at relationships that begin later in life, there is often an undeniable practicality to them. Security, financial support, or the simple need for companionship. But, in my opinion, these relationships often miss the richness that comes with years of shared history. It's easy to be drawn to someone when you're both in need of something material or emotional. However, there's a distinct difference between finding someone to share your life with and finding someone who truly understands and accepts the full complexity of your being. I think of it like this: long-term couples build a fortress together, brick by brick, over time. For couples that come together later in life, the foundation may not be as deep, and when the inevitable storms of life arrive, it can feel as though that fortress is a lot more fragile. Love built on years of shared experience has a strength that no amount of material comfort can match. The beauty of having a life partner from the very beginning isn't just the comfort it provides, but the profound sense of shared life that you create together. There is something deeply fulfilling about knowing that the love you share is not fleeting, but something that has endured the test of time. It is a love that carries you through the darkest days and celebrates with you during the brightest. It's not just about caring for each other physically, but about being spiritually in tune with one another, sharing in the journey of life as you age. The value of that shared experience cannot be overstated. It is a treasure, an invaluable asset that, once built, cannot be taken away. Love, in my eyes, isn't only present in the easy, joyous moments. It's in the perseverance, the grit and resilience of facing life's challenges together. It's in the quiet strength of knowing that no matter what comes your way, you will face it side by side. As we grow older, I truly believe that there's no greater gift than having a partner who's been there through it all. The love that started long ago continues to deepen, creating a sense of warmth, meaning, and peace that is unparalleled in our later years. Cherish your partner. Nurture the relationship you've built. Because when you've spent a lifetime together, there's nothing more precious than the love that has stood the test of time. 6. Always learning and being able to move independently. In the world we live in today, the importance of lifelong learning cannot be overstated, and it is not just a concept for the younger generation. It is equally, if not more, crucial for those of us who are older, as we seek to maintain independence, dignity, and freedom in our daily lives. Have you ever paused to consider that the ability to continue learning is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves as we age? It's not just about keeping the mind sharp. It's about continuing to nurture that spirit of growth that enables us to embrace the future with confidence. This willingness to keep learning, to explore new things, is a vital part of ensuring we remain capable and self-sufficient, no matter our age. As we get older, many of us may face the challenge of adapting to the rapid changes in technology and society. The world moves at an astonishing pace, and for some, it can feel overwhelming. It's easy to believe that the younger generation, with their innate understanding of technology and the internet, is better equipped to navigate this ever-evolving world. However, this is a misconception. We all have the potential to learn and adapt, regardless of age. The key to staying independent and not feeling left behind is to develop the mindset that learning never stops. It's about being open to new experiences, and it's a beautiful thing when you realize that learning practical skills, even something as simple as mastering a smartphone, can make a huge difference in how we live our lives. For instance, think about how empowering it is to be able to use a smartphone not just to make calls, but to look up important information. Whether it's finding directions to a new place, researching a health concern, or simply reading the news. The world is at your fingertips, and being able to navigate it with ease is a liberating experience. What about online shopping or paying bills? These tasks, which many of us once thought were too complex or intimidating, can now be handled with just a few taps on a screen. Instead of relying on others to manage these aspects of life, you take charge of them yourself, and in doing so, you regain a sense of autonomy and control. It's this independence that enhances your self-worth and maintains your ability to live on your terms. It's important to understand that you don't need to be learning complex subjects such as advanced mathematics or philosophy. While those can be enriching, they aren't necessary for everyday life. What's truly valuable is mastering practical, hands-on skills that help you manage your life effectively. This could mean learning how to send an email, setting up a video call with family members, or even downloading apps that make your daily routines more efficient. These seemingly small steps add up, and over time, they help reduce your reliance on others and give you the freedom to do what you want, when you want. The ability to perform basic tasks independently, things that many people take for granted, brings a deep sense of accomplishment and joy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Imagine how empowering it feels when you realize that you can use your phone to get the information you need, pay bills without leaving your home, or even participate in a group chat with your grandchildren, sharing pictures, thoughts, and moments from your day. This isn't just about convenience. It's about staying connected with the people and the world around you. It's about maintaining relationships and being an active part of your community, whether that's within your family, your group of friends, or your neighborhood. Technology, when harnessed properly, becomes a tool that connects you to others, not something that isolates you. As we age, life's rapid changes can sometimes feel like a force we cannot control. But the truth is, we are not powerless in the face of these changes. With an attitude of lifelong learning and a willingness to adapt, we can remain vibrant, engaged, and capable of managing our lives. The world is changing, but the more we learn, the more we are equipped to handle whatever comes our way. Learning is the key that unlocks the door to a life that isn't just about surviving but thriving. It gives us the tools to manage our daily lives with ease, to make decisions with confidence, and to continue to enjoy the things that matter most to us. It's also important to remember that learning doesn't have to be a daunting or overwhelming task. You don't need to take on a full-time course or study for hours every day. The process can be as simple as dedicating a little time each day to trying something new, whether that's figuring out how to use a new app, reading an article online, or watching a tutorial on YouTube. These small efforts add up and gradually build your skills. The best part is that you're doing it at your own pace, at your comfort level, and in ways that are directly relevant to your life. By adopting a mindset of continuous learning, you will not only keep your mind sharp but also enhance your overall quality of life. You'll find that the more you learn, the more empowered you feel. You won't have to rely on others for simple tasks, and you will have the ability to take on challenges that once seemed intimidating. With each new skill you master, your confidence grows, and your independence is strengthened. You'll feel more connected to the world around you, less isolated, and more capable of navigating the complexities of modern life. Never let the pace of change intimidate you or make you feel like you're falling behind. There is no age limit on learning. It's never too late to start, and it's never too late to continue. The world is waiting for you to engage with it, explore its wonders, and use the knowledge you gain to live a fuller, richer, and more satisfying life. So, keep learning, stay curious, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Your future, no matter what age you are, holds endless possibilities for growth and adventure. 7. Hobbies and an active life. As we age, the body indeed begins to show signs of wear, with joints that ache, muscles that tire easily, and energy levels that aren't quite what they used to be. But does that mean life has to become dull, predictable, or, worse yet, boring? Have you ever looked at older people who seem to have an abundance of energy and joy, despite the years they've lived, while others slowly withdraw, growing less interested in the world around them? It can be heartbreaking to witness, but the truth is, the secret to staying vibrant and engaged throughout life lies in one simple yet powerful thing: having hobbies and passions that make you feel alive. Hobbies are more than just ways to pass the time. They're essential to our well-being. They are the activities that spark joy, ignite our creativity, and keep our hearts and minds connected to the world. But here's the thing: hobbies don't have to be demanding or exhausting. You don't need to take up extreme sports or push yourself to the limits to stay engaged with life. The most fulfilling hobbies can be gentle and calming, offering a sense of peace and satisfaction. Even as we grow older, it's entirely possible, and even vital, to find joy in activities that are easy on the body but deeply enriching for the soul. Take painting, for example. The mere act of brushing colors onto a canvas can transport you to a place of tranquility, sparking your creativity and evoking a sense of accomplishment as you create something beautiful. Or consider reading, a hobby that not only entertains but also stimulates the mind, offering new worlds to explore and stories to savor. Gardening, too, is a favorite pastime for many older individuals, allowing them to connect with nature, cultivate life, and witness the simple beauty of growing plants. Fishing, with its calm pace and meditative quality, provides the perfect escape from the stresses of everyday life, offering moments of serenity and reflection. The key, however, is not in the hobby itself, but in the joy and fulfillment it brings you. It's about finding activities that make you feel alive, that keep your mind engaged, and that help you rediscover a sense of purpose. For many older adults, the years after retirement can feel like a time of uncertainty. There's a natural shift in routine, a sense of loss as work and daily responsibilities fade into the background. Some people, unfortunately, fall into idleness, not knowing what to do with their free time. They may become consumed with taking care of grandchildren or simply sitting at home, staring at the TV or scrolling through their phones, unaware that there's a whole world of possibilities waiting for them. But, my friends, this is precisely when we need hobbies the most. As you age, it's more important than ever to focus on activities that bring you joy. Things that remind you that you still have something to give and that each day can hold discoveries and experiences. Don't let the days slip by in a haze of routine and inactivity. Instead, make the conscious choice to spend time on things that make you smile, things that spark your passion. It's not about being productive in the traditional sense. It's about nourishing your soul, keeping your mind clear, and finding moments of joy throughout your day. Studies consistently show that elderly individuals who engage in hobbies, learn new skills, or participate in recreational activities tend to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. This isn't just about staying busy. It's about maintaining cognitive function, enhancing mental clarity, and reducing the risk of depression or mental decline. When you spend time on things that challenge your brain, whether that's solving puzzles, playing chess, or even mastering a new craft, you're investing in your mental health. It's like a workout for the mind, helping to keep your memory sharp and your thinking agile. And let's not forget about the emotional benefits. Hobbies can provide a profound sense of accomplishment, pride, and satisfaction. They keep you connected to your passions and the world around you, reminding you that there's always something worth striving for. Moreover, hobbies can be incredibly social. Loneliness is a painful reality for many elderly individuals, and isolation can lead to feelings of sadness and disconnection. But when you have hobbies, especially ones that involve community or social interaction, you allow yourself to form meaningful connections. Whether it's joining a book club, participating in a painting class, or simply going for a walk with a friend, these activities help you feel like part of something bigger than yourself. You belong. You are seen. And that is incredibly important for mental and emotional well-being. Think about extraordinary individuals like the famous scientist Newton NGI, who, even in his advanced years, found delight in something as simple as blowing soap bubbles. It might sound trivial to some, but for him, it was a symbol of joy, playfulness, and wonder. Or consider the economist Aaron One, who considers himself a master of play. He immerses himself in hobbies like gaming, blogging, and solving complex puzzles, activities that keep his mind sharp and his heart light. These examples show us that it's not about how old you are or how much energy you have left. It's about maintaining a playful, open-hearted attitude toward life. It's about finding the little things that bring joy and holding on to them, no matter where you are in life. So, take a moment to reflect on the hobbies that make your heart sing. Maybe it's painting a beautiful landscape, fishing at your favorite spot, or spending time with loved ones. It could be something as simple as playing a game or reading a book that transports you to another world. The important thing is to make time for these things, to nurture your passions, your interests, and your sense of wonder. Hobbies are what fills your life with meaning, help you maintain an optimistic outlook, and remind you that life is still full of possibilities, no matter your age. Life isn't just about existing. It's about truly living. So go ahead, embrace your passions, and live each day as if it were a gift. Because truly it is. 8. Open heart and not being competitive with others. As we age, it's all too easy for our hearts to grow narrow, our spirits to become clouded, and our minds to be overtaken with frustration, bitterness, and an unhealthy obsession with competition. This is something I've seen over and over in the lives of elderly people, who, as the years pass, begin to retreat into themselves. They become irritable, defensive, and quick to judge, constantly comparing their own lives to those of others. I can't help but feel that this is such a tragic way to live, especially when the years ahead should be filled with peace, acceptance, and joy. The truth, as I've learned over the years, is that the secret to living a truly fulfilling and peaceful life in old age lies in the exact opposite of this. Keeping your heart open, learning to embrace life as it is, letting go of unnecessary expectations, and, most importantly, not being in competition with others. You see, the most important thing is to release the need to measure your life against anyone else's, to stop stressing over insignificant things, and to live each day with a sense of calm and mindfulness. I deeply believe that this simple, yet transformative approach is the key to enjoying the final chapters of your life with grace, peace, and a sense of fulfillment. When we're younger, there's an undeniable pressure to chase success, recognition, and achievements. Society pushes us to be constantly striving, climbing the ladder, and proving our worth through accomplishments. I've lived through that phase, and I know all too well how easy it is to get caught up in the race. But with age comes wisdom, and with that wisdom, a shift begins to happen. The external pursuits that once seemed so important start to fade in significance. We begin to realize that chasing titles and possessions, or comparing our achievements to those of others, no longer holds any real value. What matters most in old age, I've come to understand, is not the accolades, but the ability to find peace within oneself. The realization that letting go of the constant need to compare, compete, and measure up is not a loss. It's a profound gain. And it is only when you stop worrying about your standing in the eyes of others that you truly start to feel the relief of inner peace. In many ways, I've witnessed elderly people become more rigid and entrenched in their ways as they age. It's as though the mind and heart begin to close off, and anything that doesn't fit within their narrow worldview is met with resistance. I've seen it time and time again. The frustration when things don't go according to plan, the irritation when the world changes around them, and the bitterness that comes when they feel left behind or overlooked. But what I've also come to realize is that this rigidity is born out of fear. The fear of not being able to control everything, the fear of not being able to keep up, and the fear of being forgotten. It's a natural reaction, I suppose, but it's also one that ultimately causes suffering. In contrast, when you learn to let go of these fears, to stop worrying about what's beyond your control, and to embrace life with an open heart, something incredible happens. You start to experience freedom. The freedom to simply be, without the need for validation or comparison. A generous heart, without the need to compete, will bring peace not only to your soul but to every interaction you have. And here's the thing, when you stop trying to measure yourself against others, life becomes so much more enjoyable. I've noticed that many elderly people, instead of living with joy, become consumed with resentment. They look at the lives of their children, their neighbors, or their friends and compare themselves, their lives, and their families to what they see around them. They get caught up in feelings of jealousy, disappointment, or regret. But when you stop that cycle, when you stop comparing and learn to simply accept what is, everything changes. The pressure of expectation lifts, and you begin to see life as it truly is, a beautiful, imperfect, and ever-evolving journey. Instead of focusing on what your children or loved ones haven't achieved or blaming them for not meeting your expectations, you begin to see them for who they truly are. And you begin to appreciate the fact that, in the end, it's not about how much they've done or how much you've done. It's about the love and connection you share with them. It's about the people in your life who care for you, who love you, and who are there for you, no matter what. I've come to understand that the most valuable thing we can give ourselves in old age is the gift of acceptance. Accepting the changes that come with aging, accepting that not everything will go the way we imagined, and accepting that we are enough just as we are. When we embrace this mindset, we free ourselves from the grip of constant comparison. We stop worrying about what others think or about what we think we should be achieving. Instead, we start focusing on what truly matters. The people we love, the moments we share, and the simple joys of life. Life becomes much simpler, much more meaningful, when we let go of the illusion that we need to be anything other than who we are. And perhaps, most importantly, we stop allowing ourselves to be weighed down by the pressures of a world that values success and achievement over connection and peace. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I've also seen how modern life, the pressures of work, societal expectations, and the rush to succeed, can be overwhelming, especially for the elderly. It's easy to become stressed about things that no longer matter. But here's where the beauty of letting go comes in. When you learn to embrace each day with an open heart, free of bitterness and judgment, life becomes so much easier to navigate. You begin to realize that the only thing you truly have control over is your response to the world. When you stop stressing over things that are no longer within your control, whether it's the outcome of a situation or the actions of others, you find that peace begins to settle into your heart. This is a lesson that I've learned personally, and it's one I think we all need to embrace. In the end, the more we let go of our need to control everything, the more at peace we become. Remember, growing old doesn't have to mean becoming hard, bitter, or resentful. It doesn't have to be about becoming rigid or stuck in the past. On the contrary, old age can be a time of incredible transformation, an opportunity to release what no longer serves us and open ourselves to the beauty of what remains. It's a time to embrace life with an open heart, to appreciate the small moments, and to be grateful for everything we have. When you can let go of comparison, live without jealousy, and accept life as it is, you begin to find joy in the most unexpected places. It's in the smallest moments, the quietest expressions of love, and the simplest pleasures that the most profound happiness can be found. And what's even more beautiful is that this joy doesn't stay just within you. It spreads. It spreads to your loved ones, to your friends, and to everyone around you, creating a ripple of peace and love that touches all those fortunate enough to know you. As we wrap up today's reflection on living a peaceful, open-hearted life in our later years, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far? Is there a specific insight or lesson that resonates with you? Perhaps it's the importance of letting go, accepting the present moment, or finding joy in the small things. Whatever it may be, I encourage you to comment below with one thing you've learned and how you plan to bring it into practice in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to reading your thoughts and reflections.